always watching.
Stop his escape.
Lane is really rough though, I think, for
Is
part.
it? Okay.
I thought they should do this game one. I thought they were just going to go for the Pango game one.
Yeah.
So I'm down for the team fighter.
Prepare for battle.
Another lane matchup that is not exactly the easiest for Void Spirit. He had the pleasure of playing in Shadow Fiend last time. This one, similar vein, not too easy.
In quite a bit of trouble. He gets slapped down by Insania. That stapler really hurts.
I mean, what a dream lane for ET. Sand King Magnus. Hold it all. I feel like he would have done that last patch. 2-0-1.
And they're going to try to fight it out here. Shackle applied right now to Fly. Getting relatively low as the cold feet does proc onto the Rasta. Eventually causes the death as Saberlight can't finish the job on Fly, so we'll have to hurry on away.
Fortunately, Fly had Refraction ready, so he was invincible for 5. Nobody's going to pick him.
Okay, let me just quickly, before we get into action, talk about Lion. Okay. Insania
Oh,
gonna
you
show
have to
up
wait
in the
with
mid
that.
lane.
It's time for tier
Throws
1
the blood
neutrals.
grenade to Emo. Punching them a bit. Boxy on the other side as well. Emo chooses the right direction, but it matters not. Just too much pressure from Insania and company.
Anti-mage.
Earth Spike.
Okay.
There's Impale in the game.
Yeah.
It's the exact same skill, basically. Hex on Rasta. Exact same skill. Finger of Death is Laguna Blade. He has 3 abilities that are literally on other heroes, man.
Yep.
The design. Sand King dead. V-Tune gets credit for that one. Most uninteresting hero in the game.
You do have a point, though. Lion is probably the hero that shares the most type spells with other heroes, right?
Tower is under attack.
I don't think anyone else has like 3 abilities that are
definitely
parity on others. And they got rid of a lot of the other ones, right? They separated originally the Wraith King and Sven stuns were the same single target stun.
Yeah.
And they made Sven's AoE and Wraith Kings have a slow.
Oh, this is a fight for the Wisdom Shrine. A good skewer. Insania on the cliff. Baboka will get the Wisdom Shrine as a result.
They can't pull him down.
Insania can't quite walk to the low ground, but he will be taken out nonetheless. I mean, if you think about it, not to get back into the discussion again, Burrow Strike is basically Impale. You just move with it, right?
Yep.
They do find Fly all alone right now. Has Refraction, though. That is likely his getaway card. Pops it. Getting shackled, though. Still no TPs to support this. Fly's going to get thunderclapped as well. I think they have the damage here. He's going to pop the Lotus to the other side of the trees under the cover of the tier 1. Saberlight really wants this. Refraction up in 1 second. To be able to pop it again. As this fight seemingly never ends and no one has TP'd yet, and Saberlight is the one that has to run away. Fly turning it around.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I'm sitting here with a shit-eating grin on my face at how stupid this
It's not over yet. They're going on top of him again with the thunderclap as Boxy. Will they finally get this kill onto Fly? Yes! It only costs us 2 heroes. The Pango from across the map, apparently.
Have a lot of meaningful instances of damage to get through Refraction now. And they might just go on him straight away again, but Boxy's going to find Ollie. The trap onto Saberlight, slowing him down to a crawl.
Fly. Oh, of course, not the first primal split of the game. Man, if they could get Fly again, this would be huge. Ollie under the cover of the
That's funny.
And the...
All right, Saberlight.
Yeah.
Well, he's casting 1 spell. 2 spells.
Yeah,
Okay, he
there's
has
the pull
hotkeys.
into Insania.
That
Stomp is not close.
Not.
As the Burrow Strike with the rotation of Beyond is going to turn to the kill onto Rasta as Fly.
Okay.
Still the pressure applied from Insania and Saberlight. He gets slowed thanks to the trap. Baboka is here. He has to skewer. Fly is alive, but finally taken out by V-Tune. But Epicenter ready to go. Beyond level 6. Clips V-Tune, and that's about it. Actually, the Lucid Beam is more than enough damage. Gracious.
What the hell was that?
That was a lot of time to plan for that pause, and not the greatest of execution.
Off camera, there was a really cool fight between Boxy and Ollie. Boxy looked to be dead, but he procced his foul play, gets to the high ground, uses a healing salve, and then shackles the AA, and gets Ollie down to from the Sand King. Left a lot to be desired there, beyond the measly...
You're right, that does sound like 24. I can't get out of my head now.
Yeah, you hear it now? Okay, good.
No.
I wasn't going crazy.
Emo, he's out of mana. Boxy comes in from the other side as well, just to ensure that this is a kill that goes the way of Liquid. 2K lead already.
Radiant's top
Keep picturing Kiefer Sutherland, rather. Really great actor of our time. And getting chased by Fly.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Does have Nisha nearby, but they're collapsing with another. Skewer, RP, one dead. Not have Rolling Thunder, but Boca's gonna have to trade his life for this. And Fly gonna get some help from Emo. Saberlight attempting to run away. Will run into an AA. Nice blocks, but the ice.
Oh, very good block again.
Oh, again.
And they have a trap here.
That's a fat, juicy body on the AA, apparently. Has Thunderclap still, but Emo double kill. That was a 3-for-1. I will say, do you think it's
one on
more...
Pango.
Is it more likely for a support to go for that route or a core? Or is there no difference?
I genuinely think that for the most part, the tier 1 neutral items are so weak that you should pick Curio on almost every hero in the game.
Tower is under attack.
And the question is whether you cash it in for tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, but tier 1s are just not... I mean, there's going to be some heroes where they're very good. I think some cases the new Chip Vest, for example, is nice. Emo, by the way. We'll get the Serpent Ward down.
Doesn't have much mana to speak of. We'll get shackled after using the wand. Should be able to astral away here. Beautiful timing and a swat stuff to finish him off. Wow. Nicely done. Baboka with the skewer under the tower as Nisha getting pounded. Uses the inhibitor. Shockwave. Oh, wow, that was enough damage with the ice vortex. I was gonna say that was a powerful shockwave.
But you also only get to choose it about half the time, right? Because there's 4 out of 8.
Oh, that's true. It's not guaranteed, huh?
No. Yeah, you need to roll the Curio to get it.
Yeah, that's true. Everybody wants the Obscurio, and Insania go to the grave. Nisha applying a lot of pressure to Emo, forces out one astral step. I think a lot of his mana.
Radiant's top tower.
He gets stunned here. Boxy not able to get there in time, so Emo to the other side. He goes with the RP into the skewer, into the AA blast. Wombo combo for Ollie. Beyond. The center was there as well, apparently.
That charges. You have Eclipse that can break some of it off. You have Lucent Beam, you have your Manta Illusions. Lunar Orbit does damage. So many random little things. Speaking of little things, this is many little things turned into one. Fat Serpent Ward on Boxy. 12 times damage.
I believe it was 10.
Yeah, they got buffed dispatch.
Oh, they're gonna try to counteract this. Emo takes the Aegis and the Roche. What? How?
Cut everything.
Emo, God, he might be taken out once here.
Oh my!
Has to dissimulate to the right side, burning down as one life. Baboka looking for connection. Boxy in the meantime completely isolated, and Emo gonna take a full Eclipse, it looks like, but 2 dead already for Liquid. Primal Split gonna cancel the TP on the AA. So Ollie, the first casualty outside the Aegis for Yakult.
Emo, God.
Emo still up and running. We're gonna have to see a replay of that soon once this engagement ends. We can get the SFM version here pretty soon as well. Get the video guys on that.
Look at this over here. Nisha gets completely ruined in this fight in this play, so Shockwave.
Nisha on live is dead.
He is struggling.
Yeah,
starting to create some distance here. Void Spirit now with the axe makes Pango's life miserable. It's really hard to deal with if you get jumped. You don't really have any defensive tools. Once again, your supports do not have saves. Spania be on the receiving end here against Beyond, and Skewer will easily get that TP. And on top. Also soloed Saberlight? What?
How?
I'll tell you.
King. That's gonna be pretty powerful.
It is worse than it used to be because the talents are getting worse on Senking. He still has the same 25 talent, which I still think is incredible.
Ollie gonna be tanking this.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Never even used his Force Staff. Didn't even bother. Cut off all his spells, though. Good damage.
Oh, they spotted him. Hex into the Eclipse with the Aghanim Scepter. Oh my goodness, that is a big kill.
There's your axe.
And now Beyond initiating onto Nisha. He's had a rough game. It will continue, it seems. Surprised that Yakult want to try to fight this. Beyond now surrounded by Brewlings and V-Tune, who's a beast right now.
Such a big find from Boxy to get that Hex onto TA in the auction. Doesn't get much better than that.
Another Hex from Boxy. Emo. Too tanky right now with that shield driven Sania.
Uh-oh.
He's stuck inside the corner. Bleeding a bit here for Liquid, but still, the fight was theirs.
Scanning.
Yeah.
Oh, they see Boxy. Nice blink reaction there on the trap.
The Resonant Pulse Ags. Pretty disgusting. It's both Brew and Pango. Well, the dispels come out. Burrow. Start things out. Boxy with the counter Hex, but the Hurricane Pike used on Beyond. Fly. RP onto only one. If they can get it, it might be worth it. Ice Blast. Sorry, the Echo Stomp. No way. Enough space for the Primal Switch to go off. This is a disaster for Yakult now. Eclipse rips right through Fly.
No chance now. Can Emo do it again?
Ice Blast is
gonna fight
coming. He double Astros in. Oh my God, Nisha's dead already. Saberlight on the outskirts of this epicenter will barely survive. Boxy in the pit. He's gonna be able to get the Aegis himself.
He's gonna kill the
And the Shackle onto the Sand King. He dies. And I think that Yakult has to back away now.
There's a new claw in town, Boxy.
They will be able to find a cleanup onto Insania. Nice Force Staff as well, the illusions are actually almost killing Boxy here.
Don't worry about it. He wants to use it immediately.
Apparently.
He will not be able to because of his innate.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, Eclipse is back up already. My goodness.
He lived.
Ollie does barely survive. What is the cooldown on that? Jeez.
Damn. They
for the game, that is. It was like today where there's just,
Boxy's on the hunt. He plays the banner for vision.
Oh, wow.
Not going to push any base with this one.
AA will fall. Okay.
Is that worth it? I would say no. Banner plus ult for an AA5.
But actually worth ganking.
Yeah,
not even kidding.
It's worth as much as the AA kill.
It's a lot of money.
Finds a fine here.
Eclipse to follow. That is a dead Magnus. It'll be the trade of Boxy who started this. We're getting chased now by Saberlight. Thunderclap is there. Beyond looking to use the epicenter. Fly on the other side as well. They're trying to bait them in. There it is. The epicenter actually Beyond. The Earth Splitter doing a lot of damage. Puts him in a horrible spot. As the Rolling Thunder now applied to Fly will try to retreat. This is the Force Staff. Getting diffused though as Nisha will have to think twice about it. Emo coming in with the Astral Step. Gets the silence on the Resonant Pulse as well. Nisha is dead again in all likelihood. Yes, indeed, that is the case.
Oh, nice.
Burrow strike onto two. Big Astral Step as well. Emo does not want to die here. Has to be careful. They find Insania. Emo, another. Dissimulate. Getting to the other side. V2 is trying to chase with all his might, but Fly brings him to the grave. And Saberlag now on the retreat. He uses an urn onto Emo. Should be able to live through that. Saberlight dies as well. Ultra kill for Fly. This has been an entertaining game.
Yeah, these 5 costly
Should be relatively close. Yeah.
Keep in mind, that was an ultra kill for Fly, so he got like a premier item out of this. He's going to get a full MKB almost.
Caster's Curse. Boxy dies.
Yep.
Fast TPs from Liquid. See, obviously, Roche is not going to be up anytime soon since you. That's my imitation of you.
Smoke up.
Yeah.
Nicole, this is a big moment.
Boxy leading the way. He's silenced. Astraled up. Rolling Thunder. Nisha not really finding any connection. They lose Boxy already. Buys back into the game. Emo pops the BKB, so avoids most of the Rolling Thunder here. And back away for the time being. As I say that, Astral steps into Nisha. Will roll up. Gonna get pulled though is Emo. Dissimulates the way there's a before the RP, but he misses everything on the skewer, but it maybe doesn't matter. A Blast does clip 2 off the back of that, and the Eclipse going to absolute work against Ollie. Boxy dies again. That's a dieback for him. Fly gets a triple kill, but finally is brought down. His reign has ended.
Imagine that fight where Yakult hit more than half their...
Maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, it's also a little bit contextual, right? How important is this when you have Manta? Right? You already have a Dispel against the silence.
I mean, they do have multiple silence.
Yeah, you can't use this when you're stunned, though. The Braun one...
We're going to see. Maybe he'll use it. He dies! He goes invisible. He's going to get RP, though. A Blast is coming for him. He is dead. No buyback at all. The Eclipse tanked up mostly by Emo, but the BKBs... off a lot of that damage. A huge Earth Splitter coming out. Now Emo and company on the retreat. Oh, the Serpent Ward actually blocks him. Emo has to go the other direction. A big skewer into the pit, but the Magnus finds his way to the grave eventually. Now Emo on the run. TPs to try to catch up. Boxy all over the place this game. Eva's pop Boxy, the Shackle, and V-Tune. Echo Stomp going to help out, and that's going to be a double kill for V-Tune. So despite taking out Saberlight right off the bat, they get 3 kills, and they're going to get Roche.
Yeah, this fight they did not get very much out of Beyond Sand King. Never got to use the Epicenter. Didn't really see a fat Burrow Strike either, so...
Did that ward actually block the movement? It doesn't feel like it should there.
The Serpent Ward? Yeah, it does have a hitbox, I think.
Oh, gets the Epicenter into the pit. Beyond doing a decent amount of damage, but it's not nearly enough. V-Tune just casually right-clicks him. Insanity is going to drop. Has the gem. Boxley will likely pick up. Oh, yeah. Nietzsche ends up on the other side of the pit.
Boxy.
Boxy's still hunting. Fly. He's pecked.
Man.
Nisha. And there's the Eclipse from way downtown. What huge kill for Liquid.
What a crazy map read to go there.
He ate his axe. Huh? He already ate his axe.
Oh, the Luna? Yeah.
So early.
Yeah, now he has a slot for Aegis.
Well, usually you wait until you have to give up this. He's delivering something, surely.
I think he wants to take the Aegis and cheese here. He's bringing 2 slots up.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit early before you actually... No, wait.
Oh, that's awesome. RP, Baboka pops the BKB, skewer onto the low ground. Emo is there to finish off everyone. In fact, Ollie with the double kill. This game is delivering on all fronts. You both get the Roche kill. Obviously, Liquid get all the goodies.
The reason Ollie got the last hit on Roche with Ice Blast.
Colt probably have to take a step back here. And we do want to fight into this.
Apparently so.
Nietzsche leading the way. V-Tune is spotted first. Astral Step on Emo. There's the RP onto the Luna. Of course, this is the Aegis carrier. Might be life number 1. They're going to hold the Void Spirit in place, but the Burrow Strike to cancel. Able to dissimulate to safety for now. Serpent Ward now placement is not the best because the fight is not here anymore, but they do get the 2 kills on the Liquid side. Again, Nisha dies on the sideline.
Boxy.
As the Epicenter just for Boxy. He's going to be shackling a creep, trying to get as much HP as possible. Getting crit down by Fly from ridiculous range right now. And Saberlight back into normal form.
They still have Aegis.
Still have Aegis. They still have Refresher Shard on Saberlight. There's the Burrow Strike. They want to burn this life really badly. They're going to do that with the Astral Step from Emo. Saberlight again with the Primal Split. Beyond seems to be their focus right now. Gets pulled into the arms of V-Tune. The Void Spirit lifted into the air. That's the Astral Step, though. Dodge the stone. I guess that breaks things up. The tier 2 is gone. And this is not a hero, the Luna, you want to face on the high ground.
Liquid are finally about to approach some of their level 25 talents. Wait, hang on, Emo's just in there.
Emo.
Okay.
Wants to defend the tier 2 or something. I'm not sure. It's already gone. Dissimulating. On top of Saberlight. Flyfly still here. Eclipse again up. But most of the damage is wasted. AA Blast. I don't think they're going to be able to do too much with this.
Well, maybe.
V-Tune.
The stun connection, slow.
Did hit.
He has BKB. He doesn't need it. idea. You know your Colt are placed somewhere around this bottom area, looking to hit into your high ground, so you're going to try to smoke the other 4 while Brewmaster shows.
Emo instant hacks. My goodness, but these counter RP from Baboka only hits 1 fewer away from Emo. The Eclipse and ET ults end up not doing that much damage, but they still get the kill on Baboka.
About to be under attack.
Jack Bauer knows best. Fly on the high ground. For light, couple melt strikes to him beyond.
Careful.
Oh, Astro step onto 2.
He needs to be careful.
As well. AA Blast not going to hit Saberlight. We'll have to use Primal Split. There's the epicenter. Rasta is dead for sure. No way to get back in the game as V-Tune. He's the one that has to be careful. AA Blast still applied. He's ticking away. Will survive as Emo getting perma-stunned. Echo Stomp as well. Dissimulate on the retreat as there's the Eclipse. Has to Astral away, but now the TA is completely isolated. He's going to go down to the Lucent Beam. V-Tune killing people from global range. He's on the cliff. He's going to TP away. Something Arteezy never learned. And now Instania gets dropped. Wait, he did die. I'm sorry.
That's a huge...
He bought back.
Now the Luna TP'd away from the high ground.
Oh,
is almost eternal. But I say that there's so much other damage in your Colt now. You're getting Refresher on Sand King coming out.
They got the silence into the 8th of the Remnant. There's the buyback onto Insania.
Pretty good Ice
AA Blast hits 1. RP hits 1.
Oh, that's a dieback.
That is a dieback. You're right. And that's the high ground defender god.
Yep.
Elder Titan.
And a big part of the damage from Eclipse as well is gone now without that natural order.
Yeah, true. Hex. Eclipse to follow. Force staff to keep Emo safe. Pops the BKB. Just have to outlast this Primal Split. Another Eclipse comes out. Fly shrugs it off with a BKB of his own. AA's dead. Has the buyback though. He wants to expend it here. Baboka and company, the epicenter to follow. The TA getting super low. That is the dieback now for Fly. This epicenter is doing work. Beyond limping away though with the BKB under the cover of the Sandstorm. He goes down to a casual right click from Saberlight. And that is gonna hurt now for Yakult. They have only 3 members up. Emo trying to assassinate one on the back line. Boxy will pop a BKB of his own apparently, but he does go down.
And Nisha buys back and does not connect here.
Oh my goodness.
He doesn't have a basher anyway, so that wasn't even possible. Nisha is so starved for gold.
Well, they will have the opportunity to take Roche.
And when you say that, Ice Blast up in 3 will Ollie kill it.
Ollie's been the MVP, man.
Throwing it. Oh, no, not again. No way. No way.
Oh.
No way.
So close. Wait, he actually threw him. It was daytime as well. Happy.
Confirmed he's not a morning person.
Yeah, no doubt. That's morning breath.
Get the fuck out of my bed.
Insania, or Nisha, I should say, finding Ollie. He's going to put down his AA Blast.
That's
He's dead. Yeah, he can't get back in the game. This is big deal for Liquid.
I'll have a minute of 5v4 with Aegis and Cheese.
It looks like this AA has been a thorn in their side. And now Luna can finally try to go high ground. Roche banner placed as well.
You do not have Refresher on V-Tune. It's in the backpack, so not progressing at all.
Fortification comes out. Instant
Cyclone?
Cyclone. So fast on the fingers here. Emo has to pop the BKB. Luna can just focus on the barracks. Question is, how much can they get out of this? One lane.
It's probably going to be it.
Gonna back away for now. RP onto the Primal Split. Astral Step as well. That's enough. Down goes Saberlight. Has buyback. Will use it.
V-Tune Aegis down.
And this is long stun onto Emo. Able to find the distance or beyond. Looking for the epicenter play on top of Luna. V-Tune in a lot of trouble. Pops the BKB. The Hurricane Pike as well. Finds the distance as Saberlight comes in with the Refresher. Primal Split available, but he gets silenced. Mid-animation. Think about his choices here.
Well, they get Baboka on the side.
Instania, pretty low. Emo is such a thorn in their side as well. Will Astral step to the high ground? They get the stun from Nisha. Finally has that basher, it seems. Assimilates away. And the pull away onto Nisha to save him. Nisha able to get his ult up, and now the stun lock onto the Void Spirit. He's dead. Emo does have buyback though. Beyond.
Oh, and Disc Refresher.
Burrow strike. Barely survive here. Cost 2 buybacks from Yakult. Okay.
Radiant's top
That's a
tower
very
is under
aggressive
attack.
emo. Wants to take out Instania on the back line as Flyfly focusing on V-Tune. He has tons of damage. Finally, they take him out.
This will be a dieback
Emo.
on Saberlight. He has to try to get out of
take
here.
the refresher, gets Aether Remnant back into the fray. They have the blocks. They have a lot of spells at their disposal. That's a buyback now. He uses his neutral, but that is a dieback for Saberlight. And V-Tune has already used his buyback, and only 2 members up for Liquid.
Radiant's top tower is
But-
under attack.
As Eclipse in 25, and Yakult might be caught off guard by just how short this cooldown is. Sometimes you just remember the old days where, oh, Eclipse is down.
Yeah, the double Astral. Bro's going to consider the BKB. Foxy was ready for this. Huge kill for Liquid.
Okay.
And now Yakult on the run. They have the buyback under the Sand King, but obviously if they can try to retain that, that would be in their best interest.
Onto that.
They're going to try to force this buyback out of Beyond. It's Emo waiting for this inevitable push to come from Liquid.
Do they have any goodies on Liquid? They had Aegis Cheese last fight and Refresher, right? I think that now they have none.
I fly in meld.
Excuse me, Aegis and Refresher.
Luna Glaives are a problem. Hard to surprise them here. Primal Split used.
Dire's middle tower
Die pretty quickly, but at the same time, the tier 4 towers take a ton of damage, even with this nerf as Baboka with the RP, AA blast to follow, basically just on the Pango. Is that enough? They're going to buy back onto the Sand King now. Epicenter at the ready. Nisha dead. No way to get back in here.
Refresh.
Beyond Refresher. Another Epicenter for the road, along with a BKB. V-Tune going to town on Beyond, though. Will attempt to TP out. The Aether Remnant just a millisecond slow, but still. Colt with the 1 buyback defend, and now it's a 5 versus 4. And they go down.
They burned so many resources for that hole. You really want all your utility items.
We got Books of the Dead. Oh, Divine Regalia on Sand King. So 20% extra damage from all sources for him. But if he dies, item breaks. AA Blast onto Saberlight. The Rolling Thunder being proc, not going to fully commit to it though. As Flyfly trying to go through backdoor protection. Seemingly able to do it at this stage. Boxy with the BKB. Tries to get off the Hex, but not in time.
Remember, Flyfly does not have the Aegis.
The Helm of the Undying on Ollie of all heroes. Let's see how long he lasts. He gets 5-second Eclipse with the Shackle. Do they have any way to slow this? It's a fully roll smash. He's dead. That's what. Aegis down, but the RP not going to be doing too much here. They get really aggressive. There's the first Epicenter from Beyond. AA Blast is coming as well. 3 dead already for Liquid. They're going to buy back instantly. Out of the AA. By somebody's going to get pulled into the fray, but he'll be able to walk away. The dieback for the Brew. Saberlight is dead. There's the second RP from Baboka. And that is another death. He's actually inside of his Rolling Thunder. Ultra kill from Flyfly. He wants to get the full Rampage. Absolutely in style. And this should be the end of the game. Second Rampage for Flyfly. Could get another one for the road as GGs are called out. Double Rampage, Flyfly, and Yakult Brothers showing. This was an amazing game.
They won that team fight 10-0.
That was not close after all that.
Got 0 kills.